everyone, it's Holly and I'm back with my fall book haul. And yes, I am filming this very close to my summer book haul. And no, I have still not put up Murphy's Tree. It's been like 3 days though, so I feel like, yeah, I know. He doesn't even know. He doesn't know it's for him. He just thinks it's a big box that he can't get in, so it's fine. So today we're going to talk about the books I bought in Q3 of 2021, which is July, September, or I skipped a month. July, August, and September. I thought I bought more books this quarter than I did the previous quarter, but apparently I didn't. I mean, still a lot, but apparently I didn't. So I actually got 42. Now that being said, only 6 of them have been read, and I think, yeah, most of those I had read before I bought them. So 36 are unread. So that is a lot. There were 10 from book boxes, 11 were new releases I had purchased, and 21 were other books, including a fairly like good chunk of graphic novels. So let's get into it, okay? So we're gonna start with book boxes, I think, because those tend to be really pretty. I do subscribe to Hello Lovely, which typically, what are you doing? So typically I just get, it's like the $25 box. I don't know if they do boxes with paperbacks or not, but the one I get, you just get like download codes for ebooks. Have I read any of those? No, but that's not the point of this video. But I did end up buying the Penelope Douglas box, even though Penelope Douglas and I have a very difficult relationship. She doesn't know. It's all on my part. And I remember, and this was like $100, and I didn't realize that this came with 3 books in it, which is very exciting. So 1 is from her, and then 2 are from other authors, and sorry, Murphy's pulling at the carpet. And then 1 was from an author I have actually heard of before, and I think they're all supposed to be pretty dark, which is exciting because I'm trying to broaden my horizons. I'm in this Facebook group now, and you know, I'm seeing things I didn't know about. I feel like I was an innocent flower, and now, I don't know. Whatever. It's fun. It's exciting. And people should enjoy what they want. I was actually, right before this came, I was like, oh, I bet you the Penelope Douglas book is gonna be Credence. And it was. I actually know a lot about this book because I never planned on reading it. So I watched a lot of spoilery vlogs. I think Lacey, Jess, I think Chandler did one. So I'm very familiar with this. I'm honestly not sure it's a book I would like. But since I'm expanding my horizons, I'm not gonna like get rid of it or anything. And if I do ever get rid of it, like if I decide I don't want to read it or something, I will probably try to like seek somebody else out in like one of my Facebook groups and see if they want it, because I believe it is signed, yeah, and stuff. And I know some people are really big fans of hers, so I wouldn't want to just like take this to Goodwill or something. Although, like, you know, wouldn't that be a happy surprise? He's trying to steal a pen. No, you cannot have the pen. I'm sorry, sir. I also didn't realize how like big of a chunk, stop, how big this book was. So yes. And then the one by, don't bite me. No, here. I can't like move him away from here because like, I mean, he can get out, but so many books next to me. Okay. Yeah, he's moved. The one from an author I've heard of before is Dark Notes by Pam, is it Godwin? So I have heard of her before from some romance booktubers, and I think I've heard of this book before, but I don't really know anything about it. I feel like, okay, yeah, so the one character is in high school. I think it might be kind of like a teacher student thing, which I'm a little uncomfy about, but I will probably give it a try. And then the last one is actually, I don't know anything about it really, but it's the one I'm the most interested in, is Unconditional by QB Tyler. So she is actually, I think she, right? Does it say? Yes. She is actually in that group I'm in, and actually shortly after I got this, somebody asked for some recs, and her books were recommended, including this one, I think. We'll see. And this one's a little bit on the shorter side, So I kind of roughly have my reading plans for the rest of the year planned out, just because there's so many books like I need to finish before the end of the year. But if I can squeeze this in, I think I'm going to. This video is going to take forever if I keep talking like that. Okay, anyways, so then from Owl Crate, I got A Lesson in Vengeance by Victoria Lee. I keep the Owl Crate books, since they come in this plastic, wrapped now, because then the note stays with them and I don't have to, like, because I try not to lose these. I don't read them in case it has like something I don't want to know. I'm sure they're not spoilery, but I don't know. But I keep them and then I store them, but like, I don't know, whatever. It's probably unnecessary. I don't know anything about this, but the edges are like silvery, which is cute. I like the cover. Oh, now we're going to the letter box. Okay. Next is, I think this one was Fairy Loot, probably because it's open. And that's These Holly, that's my name. These Hollow Vows by Lexi Ryan. And this has like an orangey edge on the top and the bottom, and then this is like sun design, I guess, on the inside. I don't know anything about this. Oh, Lexi Ryan, you're so cute. I don't know. Okay, it's like a fae. Well, I mean, it's fantasy, right? I don't know. That's a cute, like, signature page, though. And then, oh, I usually try to look at these to see if there's anything. Yep. Oh, Fairy Loot's been doing this a lot lately. I kind of like these, like, when they do these designs under the covers. And then the Dust Jacket does have art in it. So is there, like, a love triangle? I don't like love triangles, so hopefully not. But, and that girl looks like a redhead. I appreciate a ginger, you know. And then another Owl Crate, we have Sisters of the Snake. I love the colors. I feel like these are different colors than you would normally see on a book cover, and I appreciate the aesthetic choice. I'm not a big orangey fan, but oh, look, her. Oh no, this was written by sisters, Serena and Sasha Nanua. And I think it's about sisters, which is an interesting idea. And I think this is a series, so I will probably wait on this one. Oh, I'm like reading the note. I think there's like, it says twin swap. Okay, I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it to you. Welcome to the world of Sisters of the Snake. I just think that this note is so cute. Like, look, they drew, oh, it's so cute. Where magic, forbidden romance, and a looming war. And two long lost sisters await. Orphan plus princess equals twin swap. Rhea and Ronnie were born out of a desire to see two brown twins on the page. Okay, born like by them. Okay, I got it. I was like, that's a weird, but now I understand what they mean. I felt like in the story. Anyways. To see two brown twins on the page wielding magic and discovering the bonds of sisterhood. Within these pages, you'll find a sassy talking snake. Okay. Dark prophecies and a lush Indian fantasy world that will sweep you away. Well, you know I'm a sucker for a Indian inspired story or Indian American story or Indian story. I don't know. I think it is a series though, but now I'm like, I'm sold. The notes, so maybe I should read the notes before I read them, because this note, I mean, really, it was the doodles that sold me. Serena and Sasha sold me. So may also have to move up if I can fit it in this year. I might look. Maybe if it's a duology, I'll risk it. Next is Six Crimson Cranes by Elizabeth Lim, and this came in a Fairy Loot, and this has purple and then these birds, I assume cranes. Yes, they look like cranes on the edges. And I actually did, I haven't gotten them yet. I think they're supposed to ship in October. I did buy Elizabeth Lim's other books in the, I believe it was Fairy Loot editions, because I've been kind of wanting to read them and they were pretty, so, you know. But this is also a series, I'm pretty sure. I think this cover is so beautiful. Isn't it like, it's so soft, but in the best way. Let's see the inside. Yep, again. Okay, so that is beautiful, but look at the smile. Like, I don't know. The only thing that stinks about having books like this is like, then you want them naked. But like, I don't know. Oh, Elizabeth Lim, you are also adorable in your author photo. And then again, we have 3 people on the artwork. But yes, I think this is like another duology from her. Oh, she went to Juilliard. Cool. I've been to Juilliard, but that's like about it. This came in, I believe it was a bookish box, and this book is so heavy. Like, how, I have no idea how I'm gonna read this. If you get bookish box and you got this, tell me like why, or if you work for bookish box, why. I'm assuming because I think they had trouble getting this book printed, so I'm guessing maybe that's what it is. But it's A Fate of Wrath and Flame by K.A. Tucker, which I have read K.A. Tucker before, but I think this is like a high fantasy story from her, and it's oh, it looks like it might be urban fantasy or portal fantasy, I don't know. But the cover is like the same as the dust jacket, and the pages are very thick, and they're almost like photo paper. Like, if I don't know if they still make paper like that, but it's very, well, this is like black, so maybe you can see it better. It's like that shiny glossy. I think that's a huge part of why it's so heavy, is because of that. And I can see if they were having trouble. I think one of the problems with production, which I know books overall are having issues, you might go with a different paper type, which is fine. And I will probably read this at some point, but honestly, I'll probably get it on ebook or something, because I literally don't think I can read this book, like physically. I don't think I can read it, because it is just way too heavy. Next, we have another Owl Crate, and that is This Poison Heart by Kalyn Bayron. Sorry, Kalyn, I don't know how to say your name. We love this cover, right? She's so cute. I love the colors and everything. I'm sure it's even prettier without the plastic over it. I think this is part of a series as well. I know nothing about it, but the cover has me interested. And then we have Fire with Fire by Destiny Soria from Owl Crate, or Fairy Loot, and this has like a goldenrod-y color. It's more like orangey, I feel like, in person than it looks on camera. I think this might be a standalone. Ooh, that's a color. Is that like a dragon? A person? I think that's supposed to be a dragon. Yellow, you don't see that very often. And then, oh yeah, so it's this, whatever this thing is, I think is what's on the cover. So yeah. Oh, based on their dress, I'm guessing it's like a urban fantasy, or now I feel like I have to say it. Destiny, you also look cute. I don't want anybody to feel left out. So I think this is a standalone. So that will move it up. Next, go with new releases. So I'll real quick first do ones that I did not actually well, I sort of didn't pre-order, I guess. I did get Fearless Like Us by Krista and Becca Ritchie, which is the 9th book in the Leica series. It's the 2nd book about Sully, Akara, and Banks. I have not read this like series within the series yet. I think I want to do it on audio. I'm a little more comfortable, I think, now reading this type of story, but I've still never read a romance where like 3 people are a couple. So in this, basically Banks and Akara are in a relationship with Sully, but not with each other. And I've never read anything like that. And I'm not afraid to say, yes, it scares me. I don't know. But every time I've felt that way about a book, like, I've been like, oh, I don't think I would like that. When it comes to like relationship dynamics that are non-traditional, I've been comfortable with it. So I think you just have to be exposed to it, and then you're fine. Keep it an open mind. I will read it. And this just came out on audio as I'm filming this, and I was just, there's one more book, so I was just kind of like waiting until there was more out before I picked them up. In case I like can't put it down. And then I did get Just Folking Around by Penny Reed. This is her new series. It takes place in the same town and like universe as the Winston brothers, and this is a prequel novella kind of to this series. And then the first main book is Totally Folked. It's called the Good Folk series, and this kind of sets up this, but I don't think you have to read them together. I pre-ordered these from her website, so they are signed. And we're gonna try to steal a pen again. I know what you're doing, I'm not stupid. And this is about Jackson James, who you do meet in the Winston Brothers series. So then my pre-orders, in no particular order, are The Heart Principle by Helen How do I still not know how to say her name? No. So this is the third book. I don't know what this series is called. But The Kiss Quotient is the first one, and then The Bride Test. I didn't love The Kiss Quotient, but The Bride Test I was obsessed with. So I pre-ordered this shortly after reading that. And I am excited for this. I might listen to it on audio, but I wanted to own a physical copy as well, so I figured I would pre-order it. Stop it! Next is this abomination of a mass market, Avon. I hate this. Avon. You can tell I'm from Rochester. We have a town in Rochester that's spelled Avon, but it's pronounced Avon. We have a lot of stuff like that. Like there's a town named Chili, but it's spelled chili. So yeah, we're just weird here. But Avon, I don't like this choice. Also, whose pocket does this fit in? Okay, anyways. And there's no step back. Like at least, fine. I mean, you have this on the back, so I guess it's fine. But this is the first book in her new series. It's called Hell's Bells. It is connected to her like last couple of series, I think. But do I know anything about it? No. Sarah McLean releases a new book, and I pre-order it. That's just how it works. Similarly, I did get Incense and Sensibility by Sonali Dev, which is the latest book in this series where she's doing Pride and Prejudice retellings. And this is, I don't know, he's like the brother. You've met him in like some of the other two books. He's running for governor of California. It's his story, so that should be fun and exciting. Sense and Sensibility is probably my least favorite Austen, but I've only read it once, and I'm trying to decide if I should reread it before reading this or if I should just that, because again, Sonali Dev releases a book. I pre-order it. And then another mass market. I'm so confused though. Was this not published by Avon? They're both. Make it make sense. Anyways, this is Devil in Disguise by Lisa Claibos. This is the latest book in her Ravenel series, and this overlaps with the Wallflowers, just like some of her other books have. And this is Merritt's story. So Merritt is the daughter of, is her name Lillian? And what's your dad's name? I can't remember, but their story is it happened one autumn. And you see Merritt be born in one of those books. I can't remember. And you learn how she gets her name. But so this is her romance. Is there step back? No, because why would there be, Avon? Why would there? Lisa Claibos, auto by author. Will read. Will buy. And then I don't know why I bought this, because apparently I also bought a special edition because it's like shipping soon and I must have forgot. But whatever, it's fine. But I got Gods and Monsters by Shelby Maherin. And I have not read, what's it called? Blood and Honey, because this became a trilogy and I was kind of pissed about it, but it's fine. But now that it's out, I will probably read them. I don't think I'll finish the series before the end of the year, but Yes, and I do have special editions of the first 2 books. I thought for some reason I couldn't get this one, but I must have, because I just got an email the other day. I don't know. So I did pre-order it. And then 2 other pre-orders. One was Defy the Night by Bridgette Kemmerer. This is a new series that she is starting this year. I think it might just be a duology, which we are a fan of. I loved the Cursebreaker series. I loved the whole thing. I know a lot of people, oh look, little artsy arts. I know a lot of people were disappointed, especially with the 3rd one. The 3rd one is my least favorite, but I thought the 1st and the 2nd one were both very, very good. They were very different, and I can see why you would be attracted to one or the other. For me, they both 100% worked in their own way. So I definitely am excited to continue reading books from her. And then I picked up The Hollow Heart by Marie Rutkoski. This is the 2nd book in, I don't remember what the series is called, but it is connected to the like Winter's Curse series. The first one in the series is the Midnight Lie, which came out last year, and I read it last year and I really liked it. It's set in the same world a long time later. I did really enjoy that first book in this series. I did really like the Winter's Curse trilogy too. I actually want to reread it, but I just don't have time. But this has like a female-female romance, and I remember really enjoying like the fantasy world and everything last time. It's a little on the short side, but that's okay. I don't remember if this is, I think this is going to be a trilogy. I'm not 100% sure. And I feel like nobody talks about these, which is very sad. And then the last 2 are actually the same book. I bought The Legacy by Elle Kennedy in both editions. I actually wish there was a 3rd edition in the ABS, but the trade paperback ABS, because those are the ABS books I have. Have I since purchased the mass market paperback ABS? Yes. Yes, I have. But so you have the girl edition and then mass market ABS. And this is just a collection of like 4 short stories, novellas, about the couples from the Off-Campus series. I believe the story for The Mistake is The Pact, which was released last year or the year before as like a freebie for Christmas or the holidays. And so I have read that. I'll probably read it again. But yes, I bought both editions. I have no shame. Next, real quick, let's go through the graphic novels. Oh my gosh. They are all Fables, because I'm trying to finish this series. These are in like no particular order at all, because I just buy them like when I can get them off thrift books, and the stickers are covering a lot of the numbers and stuff. But we have The Dark Ages, Camelot, War and Pieces, Happily Ever After, Super Team, Snow White, and the Great Fables crossover. And I am very close to owning all of these. I think I'm 2 or 3 short, and my plan is to finish this series before the end of the year. I'm on like number 11 or 12, and there's like 20. And then we have every other book I bought. I did get a substantial amount of nonfiction, so let's do those first. So I picked up Mindsight by Daniel Siegel. This was one of my, these are all going to be self-development reads, but this was, I think, September's, or no, August. I actually did like this. Some of it was a little technical for me, but I did like it. This is the one I'm reading right now, and that's Failing It Forward by John C. Maxwell. And then the 3 that I have remaining for the rest of the year are Thinking Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, and I have them like divided, so I like read a little bit every day. And Love Yourself Like Your Life Depends on It by Kamal Ravikant. And these I had found, I had just like Googled good like self-help, self-development books, and these were all recommended. When I buy from thrift books, I try to get free shipping, which you need $10. So a lot of times with the Fables things, I'll be able to only get one because I just have like notifications when they become available, so I'll need to buy something else. So I've started buying some nonfiction for next year. So I did get Feeling Good by David D. Burns. This is actually it's bigger than I thought it was gonna be. That might be a bit much, but it's also kind of older, so I'm curious to see like how I feel like it holds up. We'll see. And then Start by John Acuff. So I've actually read Finish by him, and I do plan on reading that next year as well as this. This is just the one I picked up first. So I did get Wild Like Us. Oh, and this and Fearless Like Us I did buy from Krista and Becca Ritchie on their website. They are signed, and like these I just did with Krista and Becca's signatures. And then at the same time I got the Failed Audition, which this is the new cover and name change of Amor Amor. I definitely prefer Amor Amor in so many ways, and I do own it signed, but I want to support them, and if this is what it takes to get more of this series, then go for it. Please read it. I want more books. And I think they did retitle and recover the second book as well, and at some point I'm sure I'll buy that. And this one, it's signed by Krista and Becca, but then I did request signatures and like a note from Nikolai and Thora. So Nick said, the circus is my world, my family, my life. And Thora said, take the leap, bravery exists inside of you, even if it's hard to find sometimes. And I love that Krista and Becca do that. I think Krista does all of the character notes, so big shout out to Krista. I did buy these as well from Penny Reed from her website. Engagement and Espionage and Marriage and Murder. These are the Cletus and Jen like mysteries. I love Cletus and Jen from the Winston Brothers series, and I love these books. They're so good. Again, they're signed, and they still have that kind of like cross-stitchy and like artsy feel. And I have read both of these. I got them on audio, but I wanted to add them to my collection. And then because you might have seen in my summer haul, I had bought Obsidio from a local like discount store, but I don't own the second book. I bought Gemina. I just picked this up off of Amazon because I would really like to finish this series this year, and since I had bought that one, I figured, you know, I should go for it. And even though these are big, I think they're like relatively quick reads, and I really liked Illuminae. And then I did pick up To Kill a Kingdom by Alexandra Christo. So I plan on doing a Little Mermaid smash or trash this year, and I owned a lot of this stuff I needed for that, but I did not own this, so I thought I would just pick it up because this is one of the books I decided to read for that. I honestly don't know that much about this. I feel like I remember hearing people talk about it, but I don't remember what the perception was. I think it might be a little darker, but like The Little Mermaid is dark. It's just that the Disney version isn't. Well, it is dark, but it ends happy, you know? Oh my gosh. That is a book I wanted a physical copy of for a very long time, and I finally bought it. I was hoping I could get it signed, but this author doesn't seem to do signed paperbacks, which is fine. I'm sure that's a pretty expensive thing to do, and that is Everything Between Us by Mila Ferrara, which apparently her name is Sarah Fine. I love this book. It's one of my favorite books. It's wonderful. It has beautiful anxiety representation, in my opinion. That's my book haul with all these books that I now have to put away. Secret, the books from my summer book haul are also still all around me. Yeah, I didn't put those away either. Okay, thank you so much for watching and enjoying, I guess, my pizza and book haul. And I will see you next time. Bye! Hi! Do you want to be in the video? Just your ears? Okay.